Okay, just a quick little guide on how to put together the metre by 2 metre 300 watt LED kit. Same sort of goes with all the other kits as well, but a basic sort of put together system to start off with. Tent's built, ready to go. Just going to attach the filtration system next. So a couple of ways to hang your filter. We've put this one on the inside of the tent to show you how to put it on the inside of the tent. Generally, preferably put it on the outside, just because the actual fan and filter takes up the room in here where your light is supposed to raise and fall. As you can see here, we've taped these up, a 125mm filter, a 125mm fan, and 150mm ducting. It'll sit loose on the actual the fan itself, but probably a good idea to put a couple of tacks in either one of these points so it doesn't come apart. This is one way to put the fan and filter to suck into the filter, through the fan, and then out the duct. But the other way is to put it on the outside and draw from the tent. One fan, one job. All the rest of the air will come in through the bottom vents and cause a negative pressure, which will pull everything throughout. I'll show you where the fan and filter needs to go on the outside of the tent. The other way to run the fan and filter is to actually draw from the tent into the fan and out through the filter. Ideally, this would be up in the roof space out the way, so you don't recirculate the air back in the same larger room. Get fresh air in the tent, exchange the airflow every minute. So fan and filter's connected. Come down here, knock together your aluminium stand. Should be an easy knock together with a hammer. Pot goes inside the pot. Top pot's your drainage pot with all the grates in the bottom, or even holes in it if you've got the larger size pots or a different pot to this. From there, poke your grommet into the 90mm hole, poke your elbow into the 90mm hole, and then connect with the 90mm pipe as a runoff waste. On the other side of the feed line, you have your 13mm pipe which comes from your pump. Cut the pipe work and fit the ring feeder into it there. Put your end cap in the pipe to stop the water from running outside. Good little tip is to zip tie the actual pipe work to one of the holes here so the pipe doesn't fall off and it keeps around the plant. Connect the other end of the 13mm pipe out to the pump, and we'll go from there to show you the next bit. Okay, over to tank control. Water pump, 550 is good enough for one pot and even two pots. Any more than that and we jump up in pump size. Pump goes into a timer. This one's a timer R. We basically set this one up at sort of a minute a day to start off with. The way to make this run in a rough way is get to 10 to 20% runoff in your waste bucket. If you're not getting any waste in your waste bucket, you actually add more time onto it to eventually get that. Too much, then take some time off. Air stone and air ball. Drop your air stone in the thing. Pump can be left on. Tip, if you hang it by the cord, it doesn't resonate or make as much noise on any hard surface. That's all your watering system. Alrighty, the light's been hung. We've got the ratchet light hangers hanging it down. Another reason why we've taken the fan and filter out of the room and put it on the outside and sucking from it was to give us a bit more space in the actual tent itself. This is a Lumatek's height and intensity sheet. If you haven't got one of these in your kit, they can either be downloaded from Lumatek's website itself, or I'm sure we have them on one of our pages as well. So that wraps up a simple build of the 300 watt Lumatek LED kit. Same goes with the 465 and the 600 watt, just depending on the size and the pots of the tent. In the kit you should have one of these green sheets. The green sheet is basically a easy rundown of what we've sold the most of. The guys have come back and given us feedback over the years for the most amount of yield and the best quality in oils out of it. Another little upsell point that we've actually got that's not in the kit, but they're 150 bucks at the moment. But if they this is the model that we're using at the moment, it may change down the track, but they're a thermostat fan speed controller. With LEDs being a lot cooler than high pressure sodium, coming into the winter months it's a bit harder to keep the temperatures warmer in your room. This is pretty simple. You set the temperature at 25 degrees roughly, and you set your fan speed down to a 10%, 20%. The thermostat goes on the inside of the room, and it'll control the carbon filter and fan to slow down and retain the warmth in the room, which then lets the plant grow better. I think that's about it. If there's anything more down the track, I'll add on videos and carry on from there. Any dramas, give us a call or send us an email and we'll follow up with you.